Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the next episode of Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. I'm your host, Legionnaire117. Welcome back to the show. Alright, last time I left you off, we were dealing with a bit of a rebellion here from Duke Robert the Old, which we managed to help stomp down for the good King Philippe. He came of age. He is still set to marry my daughter. However, that's led me to realize something else of relative importance. I still need a son. I only have one child, and that's going to be a bit of a problem. It's not helpful that I am chaste, or my wife is lustful. She became stressed. That's odd. Well, we're going to have to look into potentially getting a son soon, and maybe being able to push into Toulouse. As you can see here, I managed to get a claim on Toulouse. However, I'm now working on one in this territory here, which is also under the Duke's direct control. I believe, yes, those are the only ones under his direct control. After that, he will, I believe, start to take territory from his actual vassals, but that's all going to come in time. Let's get started. Count Sental has arrested an armed man with ragged armor and a spotty horse. He says that the man claims to be a hedge knight, but clearly does not believe the statement. A hedge knight. I think that's a bandit. Order the hedge knight released, which will lower his opinion of me, but give me a good amount of piety. Or admit that he is a bandit. That will take away prestige. That will take away prestige from me, but give it to my count here. And even at the risk of losing... Yeah, see, he's got a pretty decent opinion of me. It's 60, so I don't have to worry about him rebelling anytime soon, so I'll just order the hedge knight released. Increase my piety as well, standing with the church. The Bishop of Langers has been released from prison. I didn't know he was in prison. That's nice. Nice, my dear niece is clearly upset. It's reminding me of my promise to get her... Oh yeah, I never got her married. Just the person in mind. I guess I can marry her to my courtier. I see no other reason, or there's no reason why not to. Cool, you two are married. Happy fun time, yay! Overall, not a whole lot going on in France. Duke Raymond the Old accepted King Philippe I's offer to join Lydian War for Barcelona. So we're now at war in defending against a Muslim faction that is going to war for Barcelona. That's interesting. This could be a chance for us to push into Toulouse. Once his levies are raised, that'll leave us in a relatively strong position to be able to take his territory, as I believe the levies will shoot up here in a sec. At least they're likely to. Lords of Marseille have approved of the institution of the minimum... Okay. And, wonderful news! My wife is pregnant. This is excellent. This means that, quite soon, I may very well have a suitable heir. I'm also going to check something really quickly. If you check here, you can see if you have any plots that you can dismiss. I'm not finding a whole lot, which is either due to the fact that my people aren't very active, or my spy master's not very good. And he has a relatively decent actual score. So, I didn't notice this. My Chancellor has the nickname the Devil. Oh, Lord. His Grey Eminence, wroth, greedy, arbitrary, and paranoid. Wow. Yeah. That's nice. And his father was the pious. That's amazing. So, not a whole lot going on in the kingdom. Waiting at the moment for my wife to bear my son. Duke of Burgundy. What's Burgundy doing now? There, the king raised levies. Barcelonian Holy War for Murcia. Against Ladia. Huh. Well, there's holy wars going on now, there's conflict, not nice stuff. In fact, I may think of potentially going in for... yeah, that could be nice, grabbing some territory down here. Don't want it to be too far away from France, though, as you can see from de jure empires and de jure kingdoms. Aquitaine actually doesn't involve any of, or include any of this. Neither does Francia, so it's not some territory that I'm going to be looking... Ah! Stop freaking out, mouse. It's not some territory that I'm going to look to grab immediately. Though, depending upon if the Christians or the Muslims are the winners in the conflict on the Iberian Peninsula, will determine if I am eventually able to just start grabbing some territory down south. If the Muslims win, I'll be able to just grab out chunks of their territory. I can press de jure ducal claims. Press a claim against him. No, I can't. I'll press 2 weak claims. One against the Duke of Flanders, one against the Duke of Burgundy. Because he's in prison, I don't think many people would care. Yeah, there's not a whole lot in those wars that I would actually gain, so I'm not going to go into them, I don't think. Because I now have the finances, I'm going to build a wooden palisade. Some people may notice a problem with the continuity of this video. That's because my save that I used for the first episode of the Let's Play was messed up, and it wouldn't work properly. I don't know what happened, but I did have... oh, that's sweet. I did have a save from an earlier game of playing Aquitaine that went basically the same way. Duke Robert rebelled, it's bad stuff. Ah, I finally have a son. Hubert. Ah, this is good. I can now rest easy in knowing that I don't have to worry about losing my son, or losing my kingdom and duchy and all that stuff, because I have a woman as an heir. I can become exalted among men. That would require a lot of piety. 1,000, or well, that would be 1,000 prestige, 500 piety, 500 pieces, or become the spy master. I do have a really decent intrigue, so I'm thinking I'll go for the ambition of becoming spy master. That'll also make my plots a lot more effective. I can see my wife dead. That'd be unfortunate. Yes, I'll attempt to become spy master. Cool. I now have an heir. I want to become spy master. Winning this little conflict here. I want to make sure I have both these territories as that I would go to war for both of them, to make sure that I would be able to grab as much territory as I can. So his top levy is 1,500 men minus 2,000. He has 4 allies, 2 of which he can call into. He can call the Duke of Burgundy into war, as well as the Duke of Anjou. Oh, my court chaplain died. However, if it comes to war, I can't call in anybody. Okay, I'm not sure I want to do this, but I may have to wait until my daughter comes of age and marries the king and I have the alliance till I want to actually go to war there. But for now, I have to replace my court chaplain, because my old one died. And it was sad. He's leading troops. Why is he leading troops? Oh yeah, he was called away to war, Barcelona. What happened? No, not you. You. Natural death at the age of 58. Well, back in this age, that was a pretty normal age to be dying at. 50% war score, that shot up pretty quickly. Looking like France is getting some nice ties to the Spanish factions. Things going relatively normal, this area. Yeah, Nubia and Axum and Abyssinia usually get gobbled up pretty quickly. It's hard to stay standing on your own down there. This campaign has been proof that Mayor Geeks of Campaign is clearly not of proper blood. I wish I would never have met him. I wish I would never have to meet him again. Let's hope not. He doesn't like me very much. Can I go to war with him? Aw, I don't have the Cassius belly. It looks like we... Yep. Raymond of Barcelona won, and he lost. So, ha. Sucks to be you. There's the Duke of Barcelona. I love how he's the old title, but he's only 46. Oh, he's wounded. He got hurt. That's sad. Jeez, I'm not sure at this point if I want to have my Chancellor just keep trying to get that title and wait to go to war for both of the territories, or just try to grab Toulouse as it is. See, let me check. Kingdom of Aquitaine. Yeah, actually, at the moment, I could create the Kingdom of Aquitaine. I just need the gold and the piety to be able to do it. Huh. That's interesting. So I just need to wait for the gold and the piety, and then I've got a kingdom. Wow. But I still think at the moment it would be better for me to... Oh. End your plot. He will end his plot. Yay. At the moment I think I'm going to wait and grab as much territory so that when Aquitaine forms, it will be strong. Oh no, I don't feel too well. Something is wrong with me. I am burning up with fever, my nose is running, and my head feels as if someone is banging something hard against me. I'm ill. This is unfortunate. This is most unfortuitous. It takes away from my martial ability, my fertility, and my health. Which means Duke William here might die. And it's a bit early for Hubert here to be taking over. Oh boy. We'll have to see how this goes. There's not a whole lot you can do when your king is ill. It's rather sad, but it's the way it is. Yeah, I'm deciding I'm going to wait for this to gain claim on this title. Go to war with him for both titles. That way I'll also, let me see. This can't be inherited. Jeez. If my guy dies, my son won't inherit the actual claim to that territory unless it's pressed in a war. Which isn't as much of a risk because my guy's not ill. Oh, that's good. That's good. I approve. Oh, a bit worrying there. 6 more years until my daughter comes of age. Then I will be able to get her and the king actually married and have myself a nice ally to call into war against the Duke of Toulouse. Go ahead and speed things up a bit. Wait for something to happen. Alright, I do have enough money now to build a 3rd wooden palisade. This has been progressively increasing my income by a good margin. It feels like everyone is trying to trump me. My huntsman killed more prey than I. My counselors found a better solution to the rebellious peasants than mine, and I started to feel that everyone was better than me, no matter what. Oh. If they are better than me, then I have to accept that. 45% chance of him getting the kind trait, or 45% chance of him getting the envious trait. I'm of course going to try and make my character kind, which he didn't get. Okay, so just looking to see how everything goes in the kingdom. Looks like everything's relatively stable. What have we got going on here? Okay, so Champagne is trying to claim Sens. Oh, Tybalt's incapable. Yeah, in my actual Let's Play, Tybalt had already died, and Etienne had taken over, but that didn't happen this time, though he still actually threw in with the Duke of Burgundy. I'm not sure why exactly, but, oh! Wow. So it looks like there is a new King of England, King William the Conqueror. Oh boy, it's a big chunk of territory taken out of France and given to England under its new rulership. He's still at war with the King of Norway in their invasion, and he's actually doing relatively well. And he has a truce with the Duke of Bedford. The Duke of Bedford is, of course, the former king, King Harold of Bedford, King Harold of Godwin. His opinion of the king: not very good. Not very good at all. Though he likes me a decent amount. That's good. I have good state diplomacy. 25. Yes. So overall, just sitting and waiting to see what happens. Looking around the world, see what's going on. The usual fustercluck that is the Middle East and Far Eastern Europe. Sweden dealing with some rebellions. Ireland divided. And wow, this is a lot more divided than I'm used to seeing. Interesting. Overall, everything's going okay in our little bit of territory that is France. Oh, I wasn't aware of that. My court chaplain is still idle. He was leading troops. Now that the war's over, have him research cultural technology. Technology went up. A letter arrived from my nettlesome neighbor. Not many days after the astonished envoys returned home, he was more grateful and deeply touched by the red roses I sent him. Okay. So I can either choose to gain some piety here, or... that could lead me down the path to become a gardener, which would be some good long-term traits. However, yeah, I'm going to go with that. Try and get the gardener trait. The clergy is not satisfied with collecting a tithe from all free peasants. They demand the right to collect an extra tithe. A tithe is a tenth of the peasant's harvest, or a tenth of the craftsman's production. If the priest were allowed to collect another tithe, it would double the taxes and thus make the peasants protest wildly. So I could approve of this, and my temple tax would go up quite a bit. Or, opinion of that bishop isn't super important. And I'll keep my peasants happy. I'm a benevolent ruler. So limited crown authority has been approved. A kingdom has different crown laws that'll actually determine how much authority the kingdom or the crown actually has. So yeah, we got limited crown authority at the moment. That's okay. Ah, here we are, just as I said. My garden is the apple of my eye, my pride and joy. I distrust my gardener, and would spend every hour of the day in my garden if I could. If I could, I would spend all my time in the garden. I could gain the gardener trait, or my diplomacy gets up. So that would give me it for a certain period of time. Gardener gives me +2 stewardship. That's good. As you can see, my domain actually bumped up there, as your stewardship actually determines the number of territories that you can control personally. So yeah, I'm going to go to the end of the year, or beginning of the next year, and end the recording. So more bishops are dying. Natural death at 34. I have trouble believing that. Then again, it is Europe in the medieval ages. What do we got going on here? He's at war with... Oh, he's currently involved in some wars in Hungary, the Holy Roman Empire. The Tuscans are, of course, going for independence. They always do that. But what is the fighting on here? Okay, here we have... Oh, some infighting in the Holy Roman Empire. Not quite to the level of actual rebellions and such, but still some nice little spats going on. So looking at everything, everything's going relatively good in my land. No known plots to deal with. So I will look at the moment and see if I can potentially... I shall go on a grand hunt. Grand hunts are risky, because in addition to performing a grand hunt... Did that actually go through? Oh wow, November came and it wouldn't allow me to do a grand hunt. So these will all give me relatively nice effects. I think I'll go for another year. Time isn't too bad on the recording. Auto-saving, of course. Month is at least September, but before November. So between September and October. Yes! I have gained this county here. Will cost me all of my prestige again. And he won't like me very much. Wait, what happened? He gave away that title. Ugh. That sucks. So now I'm going to go to war directly with the Duke of Toulouse. And okay, I was worried for a sec there. If he'd have actually been able to, he could have called Duke William into the war. That would have been very, very, very unfortunate. Daughter's still 12. I think... My wife is pregnant again! Yay! I think I'm going to have to... it's worth the risk. Also, I can claim for that county. Oh, so I just have to declare war on him and press all my claims. That's for these 3 territories here. Let's go at it. Bring up all of my levies. And all gather here. Except I don't want you going that way. Maybe some performance issues. This is a lot of troops. Quite a few soldiers he's bringing up. So it looks like he hasn't called in any allies yet. That's good, because it means that we're not actually going to have to worry about being outclassed here. Oh. Yeah, he's been released from prison. Same notification twice. Not something to worry about too much. So yeah, we're already trying to nab some territory here in France. Increase the power of the Duchy of Aquitaine. Now, who is she? Oh, the wife of one of my vassals. She died. A natural death at the age of 20. Once more, I doubt this game. See, he'll arrive there 25 March. My sources will arrive there 26 March. So I won't be able to catch him, but I'll start sieging Toulouse. Oh, so the Duke of Champagne has also become the Duke of Orleans, as he's created the title. Now, he will arrive in Carcassonne in 7 April. I will arrive there 17 April. What if I moved here to cut him off? Okay, he stopped moving. Now I will be there 21 April. He will be there 16 April. So I just need to sit here and siege. Maybe when he moves here, 2 May. 3 May. Aha! I'm going to catch him. I will be crossing a river, I believe, yeah, but not too much of an issue. I think I outnumber him by large enough of a margin. Yay, I'm brave now. Excellent. Brave, I believe, increases my martial ability. Find that trait. Yeah, +2 martial. So yeah, my character's starting out to have some pretty decent stats. Oh, he also gets a bonus because there's mountains there. Oh yeah, there's that bit of mountains there. So, ooh, that will be quite the melee. But we still hold the advantage in numbers, and it's looking like we're going to be able to do a relatively good job of... Yep, there goes his army. My bishop, one of my bishops has died a natural death. Somebody was released from prison. So I'm going to go and start to take Toulouse. I've already got an 8% war score against him. And at this point his army is pretty crippled. Though he could start, theoretically, grabbing my territory. What's going on here? Danish Holy War for Courland. So it looks like we were called in to help Denmark. Does the King of Denmark have an alliance with us? No, we just decided to throw in our lot. No, we didn't have to come into war, but we did. We're helping him to take the territory of Courland. Or I believe he's going to be taking the territory of Courland. Yeah. The Danes are expanding as they usually do. Usually you see them like swing up and take a bunch of this territory. But we've got our own problems to deal with right now. And the fact that he called away, or the king has called away levies, actually is good for us, because that means that our enemy, the Duke of Toulouse, his levies are depleted by even a larger margin. I can call in an additional chunk of men to help get them working on the siege as well. 80 more men. Every man counts. Oh, ow, ow. They cut off my men. I had a son born to me, Raymond de Poitiers. This is something I wish to avoid. This is something I really wish I could have avoided. I had a second son. That means that I will lose titles in succession because of the fact that our laws are gavelkind. This is... I wish I could switch it to either of these. I could switch it to elective monarchy or seniority. No, I couldn't switch it to seniority. Could also make it just straight agnatic. However, I can't switch it to primogeniture, so I'm thinking I'm just going to have to switch it to elective monarchy. Because I don't want to lose my titles. I will lose titles in succession. I'll lose the county, this county here, just that whole duchy will be lost. That's not good. So unless I can get the kingdom before my character dies, that's not going to be good. It's looking like I am going to have to switch over to elective. I don't like elective too much, because I feel that gives too much power to my vassals, but my options are limited. It looks like we're about to take Toulouse. Siege that holding. There's quite a few men there. But victory shall come sooner. So I lost in that siege. I think I'm going to swing my men over here, and he'll arrive there 9 November. I'll arrive there 23 November. So he's running away, but... my daughter was born to my spy master. Well, that's good, I suppose. Why are you guys separate? Merge. And siege. Oh, countering his siege. I'm going to move in and try to take out his army here. They will arrive there 14 December. I will arrive there 10 December. So I'll cut him off and crush him. Very nice, very nice, very nice. There is something else I could theoretically do that I don't like doing it, but... Ugh, 250 gold? Before I have banished, or not banished, executed my, or assassinated my sons, and that has resulted in solutions to my problems with Galvakin before. I don't want to, but if I have to, I will. It's really unfortunate, but it's the way it is. I have to think of the future of the country itself before the future, or before just what seems morally right. I need to look at what's better for the country. And what's better for Aquitaine is not Gavelkind. It's not being split up. It's not good for us at all. I'll arrive there 22 May, I'll arrive there 21 May. So I will catch him. I will be crossing a river, though, I believe. Yeah, river flows between here and Foy, and he will get the mountain bonus, but I don't think he has enough numbers to really make that much of a difference. Trying to break my siege. How dare he? I got a count in prison. One of my courtiers died in battle. Got more troops I can bring into the fight here. So they'll arrive there 27 June. My guess will arrive there 4 July. Ooh. So yeah, I'm just going to have them hold back for a bit. Then move in. Unified. Let's see, so I smacked about his army there. So sieging this stuff. And I can assault that safely. Yes. He has a lot of holdings here, which of course presents a problem for us. He brings up another army levy. Overall, this war is going relatively well. It's the political stuff that's going to cause the problem for me. What do we have here? So, Brittany's has some infighting. If they wanted, they could unify themselves into a kingdom, but I don't think the Duke here really... I don't know what's going through his head. Regardless, everything's going pretty well here. My sieges are doing a good amount of damage, taking out a good amount of Toulouisian territory. Which reminds me, I should also move him to... Oh, we're at war with someone else again. Yay. Try and get a title there. So, the Danish Holy War for Livonia. They're doing a lot of holy wars. Yeah, Denmark's just trying to grab as much territory up there as they can. Whereas us, we're just doing our standard infighting, because we're French, it's what we do. This territory here is a good amount of damage. What is this war called? The Aquitaine War for the County of Toulouse and the County of Roshan. I thought I was pushing for Foy as well. I'm not? I thought I had a ducal... Huh. Complaining about his dark cell in the dungeon, asking for more suitable accommodations. Him? Let him rot. In fact, I'm going to... Whoa, I got old. Oh. Gonna make you sad. Doesn't look like I'm going to be popping out any more babies anytime soon. So, for intrigue, I have 2 prisoners. I'm going to release one of them from prison. Well, see, how much would I get for ransoming him? 70 gold. And if I ransomed this guy, 70 gold as well. So I'm going to ransom one of them, and then I'm going to just release another one of them, so I get a good positive opinion boost from my vassals, because they view me as merciful. Yeah, the siege is going relatively well. We lost that siege there, but we won this siege here. 26 January, 29 January. So yeah, I'm just going to push on with more sieging. And have more territory, and that'll increase my war score to the point that I'll basically have won the war. Ooh, that was sloppy. There's a special control that you can use that'll raise army levies only in areas where there's no enemies, which would have been helpful there because they basically spawned and got swatted like flies before they had the chance to even do much. The siege here, they got a good number of defenders, so it's going to be relatively difficult for me to take it. It's going to be slower progression, but progression nonetheless. I lost that siege there, so he's going and moving on here to Bordeaux. My war score is slowly going down. Let me look around at things. My daughter, almost at the age where she'll be able to marry, and I'll be able to bring France into the war. Okay, so more wars going on. We're, of course, geez, those war scores are bumping up quickly. So we're continuing our siege here, hoping to gather our more territory in southern France. I guess I'm going to carry on till the end of this war, and then end the session. This has gone on for quite a lengthy period, but it's easy with this game to lose track of time. I'm going to try avoiding making hour-long sessions, unless that's what you guys want. Let me know in the comments below. What kind of sessions do you want to see more of from me? Do you want to see longer sessions, shorter sessions, live streams, whatever you guys want to see of me playing this game? Oh, give a loan to one of my guys. This whole while, my gold has been bumping up quite an amount. There's a grand tournament, so I can... Oh, that's wonderful. My prestige bumps right up for the grand tournament, and it gives me the chance to actually perform well. Check out this real quickly. Kingdom of Aquitaine. 200 PDD required. Almost there. Same with gold. But I'm debating whether or not I want to use the gold to try and assassinate my son. That sounds absolutely horrible. Or if I want to use it to form the kingdom. I'll have to see about that. Because if I go ahead and get the kingdom title, I can just give the duchy titles to my sons. Therefore, that will actually make Gallican less severe, because they'll just get the titles of dukes, which is lower than the king title. So they'll still be serving under the family. It'll just be a little less territory in my domain. Bumped up my war score a good amount there. He's just hanging out. I think he knows that his fate has come. Sorry, bro. I was maimed. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good at all. My health has gone down by a very large margin. I get a nice little scar there. Oh boy, my martial ability went down too. Crap. I need to win this war soon. So our Pope died and was succeeded by another Pope. I have another peace thing right there. So Pope Donus II. Interesting. The papacy. Titular title. No de jure holdings. Okay, so we have an offer of peace here. I'll accept this offer of peace. Duke William the VIII of Aquitaine has usurped the title of County of. Yep, I got a nice amount of titles there, or a nice amount added to my domain. Or if I look here at my direct vassals, yep, Aquitaine, a nice big chunk there. Plus, I believe I will be able to usurp additional titles in short order. However, what I have to worry about at the moment, I'm going to end the recording at the new year. My biggest worry at the moment, I'm maimed. I'm 50. I may not last very long. So, I need to get things ready for my son to take over. Hubert. Which means I'll either need to kill my son or form the kingdom. At this point, I'm not sure which would be easier. My niece has come of age. That's good for my niece. We're in a really tight spot here for the kingdom. So, my daughter's... Did she just turn? No, she just turned 15. One more year and she will have formed our alliance with the Kingdom of France. However, this is our biggest concern at the moment. I have -2 health. I'm also old. I don't think I'll be able to hold out for 11 more years for my son to take over. Or be of age when he takes over. Or... Well, I don't have a very high opinion of the king. The king doesn't like me too much either. Jeez. So yeah, we're in a really tight spot here. But we're going to find out where we go from here next time on Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. As always, I have been your host, Legionnaire117. Remember to like the video, subscribe, comment below on what you want to see. This will be the end of the session for today. This is Legionnaire117, signing out, saying so long, and I'll see you next time.